Hi viewers, and welcome to our Love Adventures. Now getting right into it, on one of the previous episodes we had a lovely lady on that was having a long distance relationship with her guy somewhere in Europe. And she was talking about the sexting on Skype. And through her story we heard it was one of those ones with a lot of positivity and devotion and promise of good things to come, and that's really great. And these stories are the ones that show promise and fruitfulness, and sometimes we need to hear and know that the times we may feel down in the dumps or not believing in love somewhere, there are good experiences that actually do happen. And in fact waiting to happen. So if you are one of those viewers that think or feel it's never going to happen to me, please don't give up on hope. There's even a saying that's going around in the world, and that's the power of attraction. And the power of attraction is about attracting what you want with belief and desire. And it can work. It really can. Viewers, this show is for entertainment and recreational purposes only, and you must be at least 18 years old to come onto the show. Our website is www.successfuldating.tv, so check us out, send us an email and get in touch. So it's action time now, so let's get straight into the callers. Okay, first two callers up.
Hello, Perusha. My name is Sue. I had been with boyfriend for 6 years, and we are not engaged. When I asked him, he said he's not ready. Should I stay?
Hi Sue, thanks for your call. I'm going to take a wild guess and say you might be more of a mature lady, and I'm saying that, because the older we get, the less mucking around, with time that we have, and we want to get into it without the wait. And for some this can happen as young as, mid to late 20s. So in your case, I have one short response. No, that's not good enough. In fact, it's poor, I reckon. A male that can't or won't or doesn't want to make that commitment. And if he doesn't, are you going to just keep on waiting? I think it's something along the lines of, shape up or ship out, if that makes sense. So good luck to you, Sue. I hope that gives you a bit of boost of confidence. All right, next caller.
Hi guys, I've got a question. My name's Taylor. My boyfriend doesn't listen to me when I say things. His temper and immature behaviour affects my health. I tell him, and he remembers that day, but he continues to do it. There is no change and I'm emotionally drained. What should I do? Thanks.
Hi Taylor. If one communicates like you have and repetitively communicates, and you have it seems, plainly as it is, especially love, if you're saying it affects your health, now those are pretty big words. Your health is your wealth, and without health we don't really have anything. I'm guessing what you mean by health is your nerves might be on edge, and maybe you feel scared when his temper goes off, or maybe your heart beats really fast and you get quite anxious. I've heard this all before, and my feedback would be to give this guy an ultimatum to clean up his act. Give him 3 chances and then show him the door. Guys can be real idiots at times, and yes, emotionally immature, which it's not funny. And if you guys are actually laughing at this, it does have, and it can have, long-term health effects and physical effects even on a woman's health. So these words are pretty serious. Thanks for your call, Taylor. I hope you can address this for your own sake, my love. Take care and all the best. Okay guys, it's break time now. We're doing a spin on things this episode. We are having our relationship reading first and then the single reading after that. We like to throw a bit of a spanner in the works occasionally, so grab yourself a quick snack guys, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Are you ready? Said, are you ready now? Are you ready? Said, are you ready now?
Hi viewers, with me right now is a gorgeous young lady from Melbourne that has quite an interesting relationship with her fellow. He seems to be a bit of a, a tiny bit younger, which is nothing wrong with that. We don't really know how young he is, but just a tad younger. That's it could be a good balance because the most important thing is that everyone's on the same page, isn't it? So would you agree with that, Chantel?
Yes, I would.
You would? Now, just like for privacy reasons, we don't actually reveal, dates of birth and things like that. But what we have today is she's a lady, she's a numerologist. And I was talking to you earlier, but you know what a numerologist is, which is actually great. Some people don't. and her name's Tatiana, and she just does 2 numerology charts and just to see if like the 2 people match. So it's really fun, especially for you because you're getting it done. I can just sit here and just like look at you and see what the reaction is.
Yep.
But yeah, no, like we're interested to see what Tatiana has to say. So yeah, let's see what Tatiana has to say with Chantel's friend, the match, and if it's not or if it is.
Hello, this is Tatiana, and I have Chantel in front of me here, her chart. Now, Chantel, it looks like there's quite a balanced chart from what it looks like to me. Quite positive. You tend to be quite family orientated, so you've got very strong family needs here. There's a little bit of a need for security there, but you are quite an outgoing person. You really love to probably party a little bit, and also have quite an open mind where you love to have your own opinion and speak out and be a bit adventurous that way. You tend to be just slightly, you have to watch that being a little bit selfish, but otherwise it just looks to me quite a positive chart that you've got here. Your friend, however, appears to be a very emotional sort of a person, also outgoing, but because he is not as grounded as you are, this emotional part of him tends to be oversensitive, a little bit insecure, and that insecurity there is because of his sensitivity. Now, I'd probably recommend for you to have a little bit more patience with him because of his insecurity, because he tends to be a little bit over-emotional, and he will try to be a little bit controlling because of his insecurity and because of his sensitivity. You probably would want to encourage him, for example, to listen to you a little bit more and just to encourage him to be a bit more open and to listen to you. If you don't go on as much to him about all kinds of things, then he won't feel as insecure with you. It's a good combination. It's just that both of you would need to work on it a bit, but I would say there's quite a good potential there for a relationship, if you like. So I hope that helps from the way you are seeing things. Overall, it's quite a good match, so I would encourage you to just, maybe listen to him a little bit more, be a little bit more patient with him, and just see how that works for you. So, yep, so all the best there.
It's always a tricky question because we actually never know if the interviewee, feels comfortable, just being out there and open. So it can go into a bit of the hard basket of awkwardness sometimes, but we really do appreciate it when an interviewee doesn't mind admitting or even being open about the aspects of themselves. And, I think it's really good actually. So how did you find that? Chantel?
Well, that was very, very true.
Yeah? See, that's unreal.
From the start.
That's unreal because, me sitting here sometimes hearing this, it's like, what is the person going to say? And you're listening and you're hoping they're not going to get upset or anything. But, it's just at the end of the day, we all have our good and bad points. And, Tatiana isn't there to sort of be judgmental. She's sort of there to be subjective, and she doesn't even know anyone from Bar of Soap. So when you're listening to this, it's sort of fun. It's like, oh wow, that's interesting. Okay, so what's your?
It was very interesting because everything from the very start that she said,
Yeah.
I have actually had my cards read before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like on the ball.
Straight,
Yeah,
straight on there.
fantastic.
I was actually really impressed.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
yeah,
Well, you're grounded. You're outgoing. Family
Selfish.
values. But see, look, some people they can't even admit that they're selfish, they'll just say, oh, sure, I'm not. But, I think it's actually better to admit your flaws than not being able to admit any flaws. So that's really great. I mean, I was actually interested in the whole outgoing bit. It's like, oh, okay, so she likes partying. Do you? Do you like partying?
yes, I do.
Do you go out a lot or?
Try to.
Yeah. Yeah. When you've got time, you
Yeah.
work a lot or?
I do work a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe once or twice a month if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Well, it's hard when you're working, isn't it? Because it takes a lot of energy, I think. Yeah. Well, on the relationship side, so is this person is he something that you're looking for long term? Is he, the long-term sort of guy, or sort of just checking him out sort of thing, or?
Well, that's a really good question, considering it's been on and off for 7 months. So
Yeah.
there was an interesting insight.
Yeah?
So I'm still
Just
working things out in my
working
head.
things out? Yeah.
But it was interesting to hear about
The reading.
Yeah.
So is he, like, just because I was listening to it, because you know when someone can be sensitive, it can be on the end where the sensitivity isn't really good. It doesn't actually help the relationship
Yeah.
because they get stuck in their sensitivity, and it's like, well, how am I meant to talk to you if you're just going to be like this? Is it sort of like that? It's like hard basket sort of
Pretty
thing.
much, yeah.
Yeah. I guess without knowing the details, I can't really speculate. But like, is this something like a relationship that's going to be? Would you like it to be long term, or not too sure? See how you go.
See how I go. Kind
Yeah.
of person just takes things with a grain of salt and just cruises on.
Yeah, cruise along. So
Yeah.
you're easygoing sort of girl.
Yeah.
In relationships, you sort of like just see how it goes. You're open to it, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you go back to your own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a bit of strength, it seems.
Yeah.
Strong character girl.
Thank you.
Well, look, I mean, you do look like a strong character girl. What would you like? Strong character people sort of, they tend to go for certain traits in guys too, like relationships. So what would be, if you were to like look at a guy and say, you know, this, I like these things about him, like straight up as like the first sort of contact point?
Confidence.
Yeah.
And if they're like to joke around, any guy that laughs at me, they're in.
That laughs at you. Humour.
Yes.
So I can just pick on you and go, I love, you know, what's going on with your hair? You need to put some gel in
And
that,
I'll
mate.
probably laugh at it
Yeah.
because I just laugh at everything.
Yeah. I think you need humour too in relationships, don't you?
And in life in general.
Yeah. Yeah, people can be too serious.
Yeah, I'm not a serious person.
You like that at work too?
Yes.
Yeah. Guys could get threatened by that. They'll go, oh, this girl's like, oh, I don't know if I want to approach her.
Probably
She's a bit
I'll get in
outgoing."
trouble at work and I'll make a joke out of it.
Yeah. How do guys take you at work?
No, they look. You can. There's a serious side of me, the work side of me, and then the joking side.
Yeah.
I think people know.
So you've got a good
yeah,
balance?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right.
They know when I'm being serious and when I'm being
So you're not a control freak?
kind of, but not really.
All right, guys. Well, Chantel, she said you seem like to be a real interesting bag of wonderful things.
Bag of wonderful-
Yeah, bag of wonderful things.
Like a show bag, really.
Yeah, well, like a show bag of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. But like, yeah, do you have like any pointers for any guys out there apart from confidence, like and humour? Just, you know, like
Honesty.
yes, yeah.
That's
Honesty is the best policy.
yeah.
Yeah, way to go. Yeah, I reckon. I think so too. Some guys aren't honest.
No. No one likes a liar.
No, you're right. Okay, well, hey, look, thanks for coming onto the show.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're a lovely character, and I say that in the good way. Characters like, you know, you've got lots of colours about you, sort of like colours of the rainbow. So thanks for coming, my dear. You've been fantastic, and good luck to you with your friend. I hope things work out, and if they don't, I hope you find the right person.
Thank you.
But you seem to be a girl that knows what you want, knows what you're doing, so that's all cool. All right, thanks, Chantel.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, all right, viewers, after the break, we shall return to interview another lovely young lady with a lot of spunk and long legs too. And it's our serendipity time, which means happy chance. So grab yourself something hot or something nice to drink, and we'll see you after these short words. Okay, bye.
Are you ready? Said, are you ready now? Are you ready? Said, are you ready now?
Hi, and welcome back, viewers. Well, we are up to our serendipity time, and with us right now is a young lady that seems to be very committed about what she does, has a lot of go-getting spirit, and most importantly, she seems to be a real top chick. So, welcome, Sophie.
Hello.
Hello. Now, look, there seems to be, you know, quite a few layers of who you are. You know, you seem to be very ambitious and you're hardworking, and
Yep.
and you've got a bit of a creative element to you as well. So, yeah, tell us about yourself.
So my name's Sophie.
Yep.
I'm a student. I'm studying my Masters of Business.
Okay.
I'm also a business manager.
Business manager
Yep.
too.
In my spare time, I have only just started competing in beauty pageants for fun.
Cool.
Something that I wanted to explore, that I have really enjoyed. I have a cat named George, who I love to death. Yeah.
What does he look like?
He's a ginger.
Yeah.
He's absolutely humongous. He's like a small terrier.
A tiger.
Yes.
So he like protects your house.
Yes. And he's very special.
Yeah. No, I know. I've got a cat too.
Yeah.
Long story there, but yeah, some of the cat stories can be. And you know, like there's actually saying with cats, they're sort of they're called the guardians of the underworld.
Yes.
So if like they stand over you, you're more liable to have good dreams at night.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a few things with cats, and it's happened with me too, but enough about the cat story. Yeah, so look, just a question on your single status. So is it because you're busy working? Is
Yes.
that the whole...
I was brought up swimming, so
Yeah.
I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
And then obviously with study and work, I struggle to find time to go out
Yeah.
unless it's like an important event such as birthday parties or a friend's gathering or a goodbye party or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't find the time in my life to go out and
Enjoy yourself.
yeah, exactly.
What do you like doing, like to enjoy yourself? What are the Sophie things?
I love catching up with friends over coffee.
Yeah.
And even like breakfast is certainly something that I really
Just
enjoy
like chilling
doing.
out, sitting there,
Yeah.
eating slowly, talking away, looking at the views.
Exactly.
Looking at the
gossiping.
guys. If there's any guys to look at. Yeah.
And I love going to the gym.
Yeah.
That's Sophie time.
Sophie time.
That yeah, I really enjoy doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I think sport's really important too. Or
Yeah.
just like keeping fit, because it's sort of like it aerates and it sort of gets out of your system like frustrations
Exactly.
and annoyance, and
Yeah.
the bad toxins come out and negativity and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you have like a lot of time to do that, or is that just only in your spare times?
It's pretty much only in my spare time, but I purposely make time to go
Yeah.
to the gym.
So you're an organised girl.
Yeah. I scare some people with my organisational skills.
Yeah. But that's a good thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I can't function if I'm not organised.
If you're not organised,
Yeah.
yeah. Like it's like everything has to be, yep, this has to be like that, and if it's not like that, this is like annoying.
Yeah.
I've got to get it organised.
When people are like, "Oh, I'll contact you tomorrow to go out," I'm like, "No, I need a time now because it
Yeah.
needs to go in my schedule."
Yeah. Actually, question, like I just thought of it. Normally, you know, people who tend to be organised, like in general,
Yeah.
are the ones who like to have partners that are organised. Is that,
Yes.
yeah?
I can't.
Because like partners who aren't organised, it's sort of, it just reflects that, you know, maybe their responsibility's missing, maybe their, you know, like the
Yeah.
organisation of their life is missing, maybe they can't get themselves together, that's
Yep.
missing. So would it be sort of similar for you in the relationship?
Yeah, definitely. I think about it now.
Yeah.
It's something that I've never kind of really thought about.
Yeah.
But I definitely have to say that if you can't organise, especially your life,
Yeah.
then I would struggle to function because I don't think I could organise two people's lives.
Yeah, because in a relationship, like the person has to be fully functional and
Yeah.
organised too, don't they?
Yep, definitely.
It's like, well, what are you going to do? Hun, are you ready to go to this concert? Oh, no, were we meant to go? Yeah, we were meant to go like half an hour ago. Yeah, like that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So like what would be, I don't know, say like the top 3 traits you'd be looking for in a guy?
Definitely honesty
Yep.
would be the
We've
first
had that
one.
a lot, yeah, which is definitely up there.
If you can't be honest with each other, you can't be honest with yourself. I think that just a lot of red flags or barriers automatically arise.
Yeah.
Confidence, and I definitely have to say passion or
Just in general.
yeah, fit for ambitious
Yeah.
or a go-getter.
Yeah.
You know, something goals that achieve
Yeah.
that they want to achieve.
Well,
and-
if that's drive too, isn't it?
Yeah,
so like
definitely.
drive in the relationship, because
Yeah.
if there's someone that's a bit flat, then it's like, well, you don't really want to be with like a snail that's just crawling along.
Yeah.
I mean, not in that sense, but like in the sense of, you know,
Definitely.
if you need sort of help straight away, or, you
Yeah.
know, emotional assistance straight away or something, it's like, help, it's not coming. Okay, that's annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, we've had honesty actually a few times now, like before you, the other lady, Chantel, she mentioned honesty. We've had honesty. It's like, it keeps on popping up, but I think that's really important, and I think sometimes in relationships it can go missing, like honesty in money, honesty in commitment, honesty if you're going to sleep around, honesty if you're looking at someone else.
Definitely.
And it's not just popped up with the older interviewees. It's like even the younger ones, like the 19-year-old to 20. So I think the generations are sort of becoming smarter in that way. Like it's like, well, hang on, it doesn't have to be this hard. It's like, the basics, coming down to the basics of
definitely.
Having a good relationship is like this, that. So it seems like we've got like a scale of words now, and honesty is like right up there. It's like in the top 10. Okay, well, what would you say could be like the top few things that you could offer a guy in a relationship?
Honesty,
Same
definitely.
thing? Yeah.
Certainly. Happiness.
Yeah. It's all right. Think about it, because like you can't sort of rush these things, but
definitely adventure.
Yeah.
Certainly want to travel the world and go back, because obviously living in New Jersey for a while, definitely love to travel the world.
Adventure. Like someone who can just like who's open to doing things, not just stuck in the one state.
Trying new things. A couple of years ago could never get on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And now I honestly could just live at Dreamworld. Yeah.
That's all right. That's okay. I mean, they're pretty good things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So honesty, adventure, and definitely flexibility. So that's good.
Flexibility.
Yeah. Cool.
Humour. I try to be funny. Yeah. Sometimes I can't laugh at my own jokes.
Dry sense of humour, I reckon. Dry sense of humour is still humour, just some people don't understand.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, now look, we're coming up to like our fun time.
Yes.
There you go. We've got a quickie time.
Excellent.
Basic rules are it's 1 minute on the clock. And just answer questions, and if you don't want to answer them, just say quickie and we just skip. So up to you.
All right.
So can we get our like quickie time clock happening? 50-second quickie time clock. I always stump on those words. All right, and the time starts now. Is it possible to be a true friend with someone of the opposite sex?
Yes.
What is the first thing you notice about a person of the opposite sex?
Charisma.
Does size really matter?
No.
Do you have a sexual fantasy no one else knows about? You can say quickie.
Quickie.
What comic book character best describes you?
Tweety Bird.
If you had to choose between your career or relationship, what would it be?
Relationship.
Okay. What would you rather be called, sexy or brainy?
Sexy.
If you were a sweet, what would you be? Like a cake or a biscuit?
I'd have to be chocolate.
Yeah?
Yep.
If a bartender named a love drink after you, what would it be called?
I
think that's quickie time clock.
I think it'd have to be the vodka martini.
Okay, that's all right. Over quickie time clock has sort of gone over a bit. Vodka martini, all right.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, Soph, look, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No, and thanks for your enlightening, insights and points. I think a lot of those guys have got a lot to think about with these brilliant girls we're bringing onto the show. So good luck. All the best for the future, and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, Sophie. Okay, so viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Look, if you'd like any information, go visit us at our website, www.successfuldating.tv, and check out the website. And what I do, send us an email if you'd like to come onto the show, leave us a voicemail if you have a question. Go with love and all the good fluffy stuff, viewers. So see you next time. Bye.